Cars are my favorite things, and I love to talk about my favorite things with my friends. Today's guest is Ian Harvie, comic, actor, activist, superhero.
I'm hitting the road to drive from LA to Maine.
That's Butch. Ian and I have very different cars and very different car lives.
Let me first start off by introducing you to Gina.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
She's kind of a Jersey girl. Sarah, my girlfriend, said to me, well, have you named her yet? And it literally just rolled off of my tongue and I have no idea where it came from.
You probably channeled it from Jersey. You know, big hair. It's real Holland Tunnel. It's real. Bridge and Tunnel.
Or it could be like classy like Gina Gershon.
Ooh.
Like it could go either way.
Little bisexual lesbian energy about this truck. Because it's both butch and classy.
Yeah.
Which is what I like about, like, you know, SUVs like this. Like, this thing could go off-road, technically.
Well, it's the first time that I've ever been classy. It's not the first time that I've ever been butch. So it's the first time I've ever classed up my butchinity.
I'm going to be like your Henry Higgins. I'm going to show you how to be classy with your vehicle. Like, you can't really feature this while you're driving a Mercedes.
I like the contrast of driving like a really butch, classy car and then jumping out in this outfit.
It's very Hollywood. It's so Hollywood to do that.
Well, it's
like,
real LA. It's LA, yeah, for sure.
Because no matter what, you're never going to look as good as your car.
I was tired of going to LA red carpet events, which I don't go to a lot of them, in my 2001 Ford Expedition. And pulling up and there's like these black BMWs and Mercedes and all of these cars and I'm like driving up like, went. I don't know, I know that stuff doesn't matter, but I had the same car for 10 years and I was like, you know what, I deserve to get something new and nice. And my version of new is a 2007 Mercedes GL 450. Let me tell you one of the things I really love about this car is that there's this little remote buttons here that if you hit these, they remotely go down. And there's no like hitting a button and folding down and jumping in the back and any of that kind of stuff.
That's
and this pops
for
right
poor
out.
people. This is a Mercedes.
This is for rich people. My favorite feature of the car. I've shown you Gina, now let me show you Big Red.
Oh my God, they're so big. They're like 2 towers. I just want to string a wire between them and do the walk.
So this is a 2000 Ford Excursion XLT. XLT stands for Extra Long Truck.
And it is.
It does not really stand for that, but I don't know what it stands for. It has a 44-gallon tank, so every time I start it up, I have to launch my GoFundMe page.
Or get your own oil well.
Hop in. Okay, so you're probably wondering why on earth would I have an enormous vehicle like this in LA when I have Gina right next to me. I'm originally from Maine and I want to drive this there and leave it there to haul around. My girlfriend and I have a little camper there. So tomorrow I leave on a road trip with my little rescue dog Frank to drive across country to leave this vehicle there. Wait. I have a call. Hold on just a second. It's Scott.
Hey Ian, it's Scott. I'm in the back. I can't hear you. I'm in the back. I can't hear you.
When I was a kid, my dad had a Scout and my mother had a station wagon. And so this to me is kind of like the perfect blend of both of those vehicles. It's kind of like super butch and femme. You can pile all the kids in it and go to the lake, or you can go to the hardware store and pick up some lumber. It's so enormous you can fit a paddleboard in here. You can fit anything in here.
Speaking of fits, I drive a Fit. I could fit my Fit in here. I could fit a bunch of Fits in here.
I love that kind of thing, that whole idea of being able to pile a whole family or a whole chosen family of friends into a vehicle to ride around and do things together. It's why I love these vehicles.
Yeah, I don't like having people in my car. I welded 3 of the 4 doors shut.
I know you don't really like people in your car, but I love it because it's like camp constantly. You get to have this community of people in your vehicle going somewhere to do something together. And I'm all about camp and creating community wherever I go.
Community? You're like the bus. Do you get people to transfer?
The most amount of people that I've ever had in a car was probably 13, and it was at the Maine Comedy Festival last summer. We piled 13 to go down to the lake and go swimming.
We have such different sensibilities about cars.
We're like the odd couple.
We're like the odd carpool.
On November 13th, Ian Harvie was asked to leave his residence. He appeared at the home of his friend Scott Silverman. Can 2 comedians share a ride without driving each other crazy?
Thanks for visiting me and Gina and Big Red today. Big Red, also known as Gung Gung. I had a great time. Thank you.